Okay, this is Alec Fox, and he's a server at Uri Sushi.
Hello.
Okay, so how long have you worked at Uri Sushi?
I've worked there for almost a year now. We've been open since early November of last year, and I've been working there since late November of last year.
Okay. Did you have any experience from other jobs beforehand?
Yeah, I actually worked at MJR before for about 3 months.
Okay. What made you choose to work at Uri Sushi?
I actually also had a friend at MJR who was quitting for the same reasons as me, and he told me about this job, and he actually got me an interview there because they were low on staff because they had just opened.
Great. How much do you get paid hourly?
I actually just get paid $20 at the end of every shift, every 6-hour shift, and then I'll just get whatever I made in tips as well.
Okay. On average, how much in tips do you usually make a night?
I make between $10 an hour, and the most I've ever made is 30, but usually doesn't go below 10, and usually doesn't go up to 30, so around about $15 to $22 an hour in tips.
So how much would that be a night usually?
Usually on a weekend it would be about $20 an hour, about $120, and on a weekday it'd be about $80.
80.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your most memorable experience on the job?
It was actually just a couple of weeks ago. It was a Sunday. It was one of our busiest days, the busiest shift of my life. It was just me and one other server. We usually only have 2 servers staffed, and the restaurant was like completely full, and then we had a table of 10 come in, and our largest table only has 8 seats, so I had to figure out how to seat them all while the restaurant was full and everything was already crazy. So yeah, that was very stressful, and then they all paid and they all ate and it was fine, but then they all realized that we actually offer a military discount, and they all had their military IDs with them, so they all wanted to void their purchases and then repurchase it with the 15% off. So yeah, that was just very stressful and crazy.
What are your hours like, and how often do you work?
I work 6-hour shifts, 4 days a week, so 24 hours a week. So yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about being a server?
It's cool because we have a lot of regulars at our restaurant, so it's cool to interact with them and keep up with them, and also the pay is good.
Nice. What is the hardest part of your job?
Like I said, we only have 2 servers on every shift, so it's sometimes it just gets really stressful when it gets busy, which is pretty often because I work every Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, it just gets stressful sometimes.
Okay. Is this your only job, or do you have another?
This is my only job.
Okay. What is your relationship with your boss and with your coworkers?
My boss doesn't speak very much English. He moved here from Korea to start a restaurant. So yeah, he only knows enough English to like interact with customers, like how are you, have a good night, things like that. So I don't have much of a relationship with him. And then with my coworkers, we all have a pretty good relationship. There's not very many of us. There's only I think like 6 servers. So yeah, we're all pretty close. We all have a good time together.
Do you go to school in addition to working?
I do, yeah. I attend Macomb Community College 4 days a week, and I work 4 days a week.
Okay. Do you see yourself staying in the restaurant business forever?
No, I don't. This is just a way to pay my tuition and have enough money to have fun.
Nice. Does serving affect your life outside of work at all?
I find myself being more polite in general to people around me just because I have to at work. I have to say like my thank yous, how are you, and everything a lot more often. So it just makes me do it. It makes me more conscious of it outside of work as well.
Nice. How do you deal with rude customers?
We actually don't have rude customers very often. With more just needy, like people will ask for like custom rolls and such, and none of our sushi chefs speak English. So just sometimes they're a little bit. Sometimes they just need to like understand that more, and I have a hard time explaining it to the customers that our sushi chefs don't speak English if they like mess up the custom roll or anything. So yeah, just things like that. We don't have rude customers very often. Only once or twice have we had rude customers.
Okay. Overall, are you happy with working at Uri Sushi?
Yeah, I like all of my coworkers. I get free sushi on my lunch and dinner breaks, and the pay is pretty good. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with my job.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.